KNEB News Extra is next, presented by Jolla Funeral Home, and here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis, and good morning, everyone. And we're very pleased to have Deb Carlson on the show today from the Lied Scottsbluff Public Library. And we need to have Deb on more than we do. I can tell you that right now. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, so a big summer at
great.
the library. Let's talk first of all about your summer reading program. How many kids do you have in that summer reading program now?
Well, as of yesterday, when I left, we had 1,750 kids registered, so we're doing really well.
That is incredible.
Yes, I think we've broken all records again.
Yeah, that's incredible. So the idea of this program obviously is to get the kids reading, and do they have to? They have to read a minimum amount. They really don't have to, but they're encouraged to.
No, we kind of like them to read at least 5 books. We call that completing the program, to read 5. Obviously, we encourage them to read more than that. You know, the more they read, the better they are at reading, and the more we get to enjoy them in our library.
Yep, and the better they do in school.
Exactly.
Right?
It ties together. You betcha.
That's the whole idea. So you've had this program all the way through the summer, and now you're going to have a very special guest coming up on Monday.
Right. Monday afternoon at 2 o'clock. We've got a gentleman named Kevin Horner who's coming from Bonner Springs, and he is amazing. I've watched him on YouTube, talked to other librarians around the United States, and we are thrilled. He does a program that ties in our Dream Big Read theme for the state, and he is an illusionist, a comedian, and a ventriloquist. So we're really thrilled. I think it's going to be a wonderful afternoon, and we are having it at the Midwest Theater, so we can house 700 plus people.
Yeah, so you're going to have a lot of people in there.
You bet.
That's right. Starts at 2 o'clock on Monday afternoon.
Mm-hmm. We'll open the theater about 1:30 so that we have plenty of time to get everybody seated. There's no reading requirement to attend. It's just, we just want everybody to come and learn and have a great time.
All right, this is this Monday afternoon. Sounds like a lot of fun. And we should give kudos to Sally Sylvester.
Yes.
Because of what she's done with some memorial money for
Ron,
right?
The Ron Sylvester Memorial Fund has just meant the world to the children's programming at our library. She wanted it designated in his name for, I guess we would say, resources, programming, materials that have to do with special needs children and multicultural needs. And since Kevin Horner's program relates to how to deal with being bullied and what it's like to be individuals, it just fit the need, and she was delighted to have it go to, for that purpose. So we're really, really appreciative for that.
Yeah, very good. So
yes.
That's nice, and it's very nice that money can go to that purpose.
Right.
And every time I hear Ron Sylvester, I got to tell a story because he lived at 17th and Avenue I.
Right.
And when Tracy and I bought the house there, it was another person later from Ron.
Uh-huh.
It was always called. They always told us, "Well, you're living in the old Ron Sylvester house at 17th and Avenue I." That's what it was always called.
Right.
And I don't know, maybe it's called the old Mooney house now that we've moved out of it. But nevertheless, Ron would always ask me when I saw him, "Well, how's the house doing?" and taking care of it and all that stuff. So anyway, so that's the deal. So we'll talk more right after this.
Jolla Funeral Home. Let Jolla Funeral Home help you honor those you love when they've passed. With unmatched service and artistry, our team will help you carry on the legacy of your family members and friends. With over 100 years of experience, we offer professional and personal attention to every detail in the planning process. We also offer advanced planning as a continuation to our services. That's Jolla Funeral Home. Our family serving your family for 3 generations.
As they want to.
All right, we are back on News Extra, and we have Deb Carlson here from the Lied Scottsbluff Public Library, and we've been talking about their wonderful summer reading program. They have over 1,750 kids registered in this summer reading program. They have a big event coming up on Monday at 2 p.m. with Kevin Horner coming in from the Kansas City area, illusionist, ventriloquist, comedian, Monday 2 p.m. over at the Midwest Theater. It's absolutely free, so bring your kids and make sure you get them over there on Monday at 2 p.m. We also want to talk about some of the things that are winding down their summer reading program, which is the reason why we really should have had her on earlier this year to talk about some of the other things that were going on in June. But nevertheless, you got some other things wrapping up here in July, right?
We do. We've got a Pajama-Rama pool party, we're calling it, at the Westmore Pool on Tuesday morning, the 17th. And that does have a reading requirement attached. We want them to have read 20 books. They will get a ticket from us at the library, and then they bring that to the pool to gain admittance on the 17th at 11 o'clock in the morning. So they're trying to meet that goal. They've still got plenty of time to do that. You can get credit for your reading anytime the library is open. So there's plenty of time. And then we're really excited about our wrap-up party as well. On the evening of July the 24th, we've got our good night, sleep tight, bedtime party. And so we're going to kind of say good night to everybody and goodbye on summer reading. We'll have the play written and directed by Steve Wiesman. He's an area teacher that does that annually. It's a lot of fun. And it will be at the library. And then following that, we're going to send the children to different little stations or sessions to hear bedtime stories, have bedtime activities. Going to have a treat, a bedtime snack courtesy of Co-op as they leave. So it'll be a wonderful night, and that's the evening of the 24th of July.
I was almost going to ask you whether you're going to have the kids sleep over or what the deal was.
We're not brave enough to do that.
Not brave enough to do that, huh?
We want Mom and Dad to come too, and they can all wear their jammies, you know.
All right. Okay, so those are on back-to-back July 17th, and then another week later, July 24th. Is
Right.
when those things are happening. Now, when the kids read like 20 books,
Right.
obviously they have to be, age appropriate?
You know, we aren't quite as worried about that. Summer reading is a time that we want them to read the things that they've been wanting to read, during the school year and maybe been too busy or had certain levels they had to read at. But we do like them to read books that they enjoy. And so one of my goals has always been to match the correct book to the kids so that they feel good about reading. And that applies to children who love reading as well as to kids who really struggle and think they don't enjoy reading, because we always tell them, we'll find something you enjoy, just let us try. So,
Right.
Yes.
Right. And your children's reading area is
We love
much better than what
It's
it was.
great. Oh, there's something for everyone. The area, the little cubbies to just climb in and lay in and read have been so popular. And there's a light, bright board for kids to make things and spell things and designs when they're finished selecting or waiting for Mom and Dad. There's just places
Very
for everyone.
interactive.
It is. It is. It was designed just beautifully for the needs of our community.
Yeah. So there's just a lot of wonderful things you can do at the Lied Scottsbluff Library. I know it's been there for almost a year now, right?
A little, yes.
little over a
July
year.
June 21st, I think, was our big open house a year ago. So,
Yeah, it was your big open house. So, but there's probably still a lot of people that haven't wandered through all of the library
That's
yet.
right. They keep telling us that.
So get yourself over there, because it is truly one of the gems in not only in the Panhandle, but in the entire state.
Right.
As far as that's concerned, the library we have here, and we thank all the people that donated and all the efforts of Bev Russell and all the other people, the library board,
So correct.
and all
in
those
our
people that
foundation.
did
Lots
all
of
that
people
stuff
worked hard.
to raise the money for the new library and for the city council to take a step forward and say yes to it.
That's right. That's
All
right.
right. Okay, very good. So, and then you start some new activities in the fall, do you? Come
We
September?
always have preschool story time, all kinds of things. It's just a different phase, but there's always things happening.
All right. Well, we may have you on in the fall and kind
Great.
of get some of those things started and let people know. All right.
Good deal.
All right, Deb. Very good. Thanks.
Thank you for having me.
You bet.